It's time for Store Revival. And today, to mark the festival of Devi Navratri, we continue with our series of stories about the various forms of Goddess Shakti worshipped during the 9 days of Navratri. Shakti means energy, power, or empowerment, and Goddess Shakti represents the female energy of the universe. The festival of Navratri is dedicated to honoring and worshipping this energy in various forms. On the second day of Navratri, Goddess Shakti is worshipped in a form called Brahmacharini. Here's a story of how the goddess became Brahmacharini. Once upon a time, Lord Shiva's first companion, Goddess Sati, was reborn as Parvati, the daughter of the mountain Himalaya. Sati was reborn as Parvati to bring Shiva out of his deep meditation so that he could have a child who was destined to kill the demon Tarakasur. But young Parvati did not know this about herself. One day, sage Narad was passing by the Himalayas and saw Parvati. He immediately recognized her as Goddess Shakti herself. He approached Parvati with great respect and told her that she had taken this birth to marry Lord Shiva, who was her husband in her previous birth as Sati. But Parvati would have to engage in deep penance or tapasya so that Shiva may realize who she really is and that her devotion is true. Upon hearing this, Parvati went home and declared to her parents that she would marry Lord Shiva and that she was going to engage in penance. Her parents Himalaya and Mena were very worried, but Parvati was steadfast in her resolution. And so, for the next thousands of years, Parvati performed extreme tapasya. She gave up all worldly pleasures and stayed in the forests. Whether it was the harsh sun rays or pouring rain that fell on her, she continued her tapasya. The mountain princess adopted a life of severe austerity and discipline during the tapasya. For the first few years during the tapasya, Parvati ate fruits and roots. For the next thousands of years, she ate leafy vegetables. After that, she resorted to eating the dried leaves that had fallen to the ground from the bale trees. And eventually, she gave up eating even that and went without food and water. In Sanskrit, a word for leaf is parna. So when Parvati stopped eating even the dried bale leaves, she came to be known as Aparna, the one who does not even eat leaves. Someone who takes a vow of giving up on worldly pleasures and comforts and engaging in penance and prayer is said to have taken up Brahmacharya. And so, because of the extreme penance that Parvati had undertaken, she came to be known as Brahmacharini. So rigorous was Brahmacharini's tapasya that it created havoc among the gods, demigods and sages. Everyone was talking about the extreme tapasya that Brahmacharini had undertaken. Eventually, Lord Brahma's voice resonated in the skies saying, Devi Brahmacharini, the gods are very pleased with your penance and are in great admiration of your strength. Your wish will be fulfilled and you will marry Lord Shiva soon. Presently, end your penance and return home when your father comes to take you back. Brahmacharini's extreme tapasya had caught the attention of Lord Shiva too. A woman of such power and determination praying for me? Could this be Sati herself? Lord Shiva decided to find out by disguising himself as a sage and visiting Brahmacharini to test her devotion. When Brahmacharini saw a sage approach her, she bowed in reverence. The sage asked her the purpose of her tapasya, and Brahmacharini told him about Lord Shiva. The sage dismissed the idea by saying, "O Brahmacharini, you the daughter of Himalaya himself, why do you waste time on that Shiva, who has no house, whose family is unknown, and who roams about cremation grounds with all sorts of ghosts and demons?" Brahmacharini could not bear to hear a word against Lord Shiva, and she respectfully but firmly told the sage so. Seeing that indeed she understood what Shiva represented, the sage revealed himself to be Lord Shiva and told Parvati that he recognized her as his companion goddess Shakti and that she had succeeded in ending his deep meditation. Brahmacharini represents dedication, devotion, and determination that allows a person to follow the sometimes difficult path to achieving one's goals. On the second day of Navratri, Goddess Shakti is worshipped in this form of Brahmacharini. So that was a story about Brahmacharini as part of the Storyvival Navratri series. To stay tuned to this series about stories of the different forms of Goddess Shakti worshipped during Navratri, subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. We hope you enjoyed this Storyvival and we'll be back soon for more.